Battlestar Galactica isn't just a sci-fi, it's a phenomenon that has evolved and reinvented itself over decades, gripping audiences by the neck since it first aired in 1978. Then came the 2003 reboot, a true game changer that redefined the genre with its bold storytelling, tackling faith, morality, and what it truly means to be human. Political intrigue, military drama, and raw emotional stakes collide in such a way that it's still inspiring to today's sci-fi creators. Honestly, who could blame them? More than 40 years have passed, and it's still one of my all-time favorites. Now, whispers of a new Battlestar Galactica movie are buzzing louder than ever. Is this the long-awaited return we've all been waiting for, or just another false alarm? Rumors have teased us before, but are we going to fall for it this time? Curious? Well, stick around as we dive into everything we know so far about this potential blockbuster of a film. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. The journey of Battlestar Galactica, from Cylon showdowns to galactic glory. The tale of Battlestar Galactica is one of space-age adventure, reinvention, and a few cosmic misfires along the way. Since its debut in 1978, this sci-fi gem has captured imaginations while dodging its fair share of asteroid-sized challenges. The original series landed on ABC with a bang, quite literally, as humanity's last survivors fled from the ruthless Cylons aboard the mighty starship Galactica, led by Commander Adama, Lorne Green, and charming ace pilot Starbuck, Dirk Benedict. The show had all the makings of a galactic epic, even though fans appreciated the ambition, and it was a success. Critics couldn't ignore its resemblance to Star Wars, which led to Fox and Lucasfilm trying to sue them. Well, it's been more than 2 decades now, so it's water under the bridge. Anyways, the series wrapped after just 1 season, leaving behind a short-lived spin-off, Galactica 1980, which was poorly received and failed to reignite interest in the franchise. Then came the reboot that changed everything. In 2003, Battlestar Galactica returned as a miniseries on the Sci-Fi Channel, reimagined for a new generation. Under the guidance of Ronald D. Moore, the 2004 series blasted into darker and more complex territory. No longer just a story about survival in space, it became a gripping drama, exploiting terrorism, artificial intelligence, and political corruption. Edward James Olmos and Mary McDonnell delivered commanding performances, while Katie Sackhoff's take on Starbuck made her an instant fan favorite. Over 4 seasons, the reboot turned skeptics into believers and proved that a politically charged space opera could rival anything on TV, or, well, almost anything. Even after the show's abrupt ending and the brief Caprica prequel in 2010, fans' love for the franchise burned bright. Now, decades later, the galaxy is calling once again. What about the plot? A fresh take on a classic story. We have a lot to cover here. It's been reported that a new movie and TV series are set to share a unified universe. While this might not be a shocker in a world where Marvel seamlessly intertwines their stories across platforms, it's still thrilling for devotees of this iconic sci-fi saga. Though details of the movie remain scarce, the new project will exist in the same universe as the 2004 Sci-Fi Channel series, which opens up endless possibilities. Could it be a continuation, filling in the mysterious time jump from the original series finale? That period teems with untapped potential, offering plenty of room for exploration. Or perhaps it's a prequel, diving into the events that set the stage for the 2004 reboot. Alternatively, it might venture far into the galaxy's future, boldly charting new territories and introducing fresh faces while leaving the old crew in the stardust. With Sam Esmail at the helm, expectations are sky high. Whether it is a forward-thinking reboot or a visionary sequel, fans can anticipate a fresh and imaginative take on the beloved franchise. Storylines brimming with potential could draw from fascinating threads left dangling in earlier installments. Remember Count Iblis and the Ship of Lights? Now, that's a treasure trove waiting to be unearthed. Or how about Apollo's surreal journey to a mysterious planet where he took on a new identity dressed in all white? Revisiting and expanding on such arcs could reignite the magic while steering clear of predictable tropes. The 2009 finale left us with a rather thought-provoking statement. Could humanity finally break free from its endless rinse-and-repeat cycle of creation and destruction? Well, Six's musings about the law of averages suggested hope. But let's face it, humanity isn't great at learning from its mistakes. This idea is practically screaming for a deep dive. I mean, imagine exploring Hera's legacy as the original human cyclone hybrid, unraveling how her existence shaped the future of both species. The show could dive headfirst into transhumanism debates, as well as possibilities of advanced AI and genetic evolution. evolution, which are things that we grapple with right now. While the 2004 reboot was unapologetically dark and the original series leaned toward family-friendly fare, perhaps this new iteration can strike a balance, something thought-provoking, like it always is, yet hopeful, layered but accessible. A version that captures the essence of Battlestar Galactica while bolding and paving the path forward. Man, talking about all the possibilities is making me more eager than ever, actually, to see it come to life. Who's at the helm? Who will board the Galactica? Fans of the Battlestar Galactica have learned to approach new announcements with cautious optimism, and who could blame them? After all, history hasn't always been kind to this beloved franchise. Over the years, we've seen countless attempts to revive the original series, miniseries, web series, films, you name it, but none of them quite stuck until the 2004 reboot came along and reminded us why we love space operas packed with existential dread. The movie's road has been a bit rocky though. Announced in 2019, the project originally had Michael Leslie, the little drummer girl, at the helm, but he exited stage left in 2021. Then there were talks about Simon Kinberg, the legend from X-Men, who's been on board to write and produce a Battlestar Galactica film since 2020, alongside Dylan Clark from Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Kinberg promises the project won't be a simple continuation or a rehash of Ron Moore's iconic masterpiece, which was both intriguing and a little nerve-wracking. Then entered Derek Simons, known for The Sinner, who stepped in as a showrunner, writer, and executive producer, and just disappeared, I guess. The real game changer might just be Sam Esmail, whose involvement had fans buzzing. Esmail's knack for weaving intricate plots and exploring political and philosophical themes feels like a perfect match for the Battlestar Galactica universe. If anyone can navigate the franchise's blend of space drama and existential crisis, it's him. Of course, any reboot worth its salt needs to balance innovation with nostalgia. While some members of the original cast felt snubbed initially, Tricia Helfer, there's still hope for meaningful cameos. Who wouldn't want to see James Callis back as Gaius Baltar? Maybe finally confirmed he's human, or not. A few clever callbacks to the 2000s series could not be the perfect nod to longtime fans, as long as they don't feel shoehorned. At this point, we're cautiously optimistic. If Esmail can deliver the layered storytelling and rich characters we expect, everything should fall into place, and this reboot might just soar. What is taking so long? The Battlestar Galactica reboot has been through more turbulence than a spaceship dodging asteroids. After the Hollywood strikes of 2023 wrapped up, it seemed like things were finally back on track, but nope, the project has had one delay after another. First, Michael Leslie was set to lead, then Derek Simons took over, and then the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes caused even more setbacks. Sam Esmail has promised that the pilot is almost ready and that this reboot is still a priority, but progress has been painfully slow. The 2004 series raised the bar for sci-fi, exploring themes like terrorism, political chaos, and AI in ways that still feel relevant today. Esmail could bring those ideas into the modern era, especially with how much more advanced AI has become. Unfortunately, Peacock dropped Battlestar Galactica in August 2024, leaving fans in the lurch. UCP is still trying to find a new streaming home, but for now, the reboot is stuck in limbo. It's frustrating, but this franchise has too much potential to be left on the shelf forever. Here's hoping it eventually gets the revival it deserves. Marvelous verdict. Bringing Battlestar Galactica back to the big screen is no small task. Fans are super protective of this franchise. And honestly, one misstep could lead to major backlash. Nobody wants another heartbreak here. The movie might not be happening right now, but let's be real, this franchise is far from over. Now, I want to know what you think. Are you excited about the idea of a new Battlestar Galactica movie? What kind of plot would you want to see? And do you think it's actually going to happen? For now, I'll leave you with a classic line from Six. All of this has happened before, and it will all happen again. Let's just hope this time it actually happens. So say we all. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.